Kieran Label Corporation is a privately owned label company located in Otay Mesa, California, about a half hour from USC's campus. They are the only vertically integrated label manufacturer on the West Coast, which allows for them to reach a greater number of customers, in addition to having one of the faster turnaround times in the business. They also carry an inventory of almost $250,000, allowing for them to fulfill almost any order that comes in. Their ink and dye selection allows for them to make almost any size and shape label in any color the customer can imagine. She swore that she would be all mine, love me till the end. But when I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Now we will explore the process of how an order is fulfilled.
The customer calls KLC and speaks with the customer service representative. The CSR then writes a ticket involving the specs of the order. The specs include quantity and paper type, in addition to whatever design they choose. The CSR then goes to the materials manager, who is in charge of both inventory management and materials purchasing. He sees whether or not the paper is in stock. If not, they need to order from the supplier, or make more in their plant, depending on paper type. The customer's artwork is then sent to the pre-press. In this first step, the artist makes the final touches to the image design, and then prints the negatives to be put onto the press film. Then, the image is developed, so when ink is applied, the correct color will go in the correct place on the image. Each press can handle a specific number of colors, the most being 8.
Once completed, the paper adhesive is gathered and delivered to the press. In this case, it is paper and liner. They use this to make their own permanent adhesive paper. The liner and the paper are fed through the cohesio, where the adhesive glue is applied in a vacuum and then split to the proper width, creating 2 separate spools ready to handle the order, since there was not enough ready in inventory. They can change the glue type to also match any specific order in addition to the paper type. It is this capability that makes them vertically integrated. The paper is then taken to the press that applies the label design and color. The ink is used with the film created earlier and applied to the paper. They go in order from lightest to darkest, in this case using 2 colors, pink and black. The end result can be in either roll, sheeted, or in this case, fan fold form.
When in sheeted form, the product is stacked into specific quantities and shrink wrapped to then be sent to the finishing department. When in roll form, large rolls are taken to specific quantities as specified by the customer. Then they are also sent to the finishing department. The finishing department then boxes the labels to the customer specifications and sends them to shipping. Once there, the palletized boxes are secured and ready to be picked up by the trucking companies to be delivered to the customer. The shipping department then closes the ticket and the billing process begins. Usually, this whole process takes about 7 to 10 days.
Maintaining proficiency throughout this process is what separates Kieran Label Corporation from the rest of the competition.
It ain't hard to tell.